Hoi hoi, this is Mega Nikoi. And while this is connected to Genshin, of course this is about Genshin, about version 3.1, the next patch that's coming out. Well, of course, just like others, I'm going to answer this question. Of the 4 upcoming 5 stars, of which 2 are reruns and 2 are new characters, which is a good suggestion that you pull for? Of course, again, if you want a certain character and you don't care about the abilities, hey, just go ahead. Can't stop the waifu and husbando lovers, those who want to main a certain character because, hey, you love them. But apart from that, what if you're a newer player? Which one would be suggestible? I mean, someone like me who's an older player who has played longer. Well, even for me, there are certain reasons why I would pull for one character and not for another. First of all, let's get it out of the way. I would say if Cyano and Neelu both are worse than kissing, or even worse than alloy, you just knew from the kids, from leaks or whatever, that they're shit. Well, then there are still only 2 choices left, and which is Albedo and Vendi. I will say this. I'm not going to bash Albedo because he's not totally that bad. But I would go for Vendi. For one big reason. Vendi is an animal unit and he facilitates swirl, he facilitates 4-piece viridescent Venera, defense shredding. He has a lot of suction with his ultimate, or his burst. He's really simply built with elemental mastery priority and then energy recharge, as you can see here. 4-piece viridescent Venera is actually the best weapon he can get. Getting the stringless or any of this is absolutely doable. Shouldn't be too difficult. Don't go for the elegy of the for the end if you can avoid it. But hey, if you really want to wail on it, go ahead. Even for really bigger mobs, even elites, enough elites can still be slightly sucked in. And his burst is still really great. Can dish out a lot of swirl damage. The smaller mobs get sucked in and have a nice ride in the air. If I were to choose between Albedo and Vendi, I'd go for Vendi. Though Albedo is also good as far as I've seen. I don't really know what he does. But it seems that, let's see. Yeah, here is the elevator stuff. White of progenitors, tectonic tide. There's a lot of mental damage. Oh, comfort man. Using the vital blah 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 elemental for 10 seconds. That's also quite nice. So actually not that bad. But I will say this, Albedo is quite more niche and is mostly usable in Geo teams and in certain other teams. I will say this, I myself most likely will skip him. Unless there's a good reason to really pull for him. Again, I'm not saying that he's totally bad, but he is kind of niche. He's in my eyes, a bit of a luxury character. Vendi? Not so. I'm not going to say that Vendi is still the best of the best, but I would say if Kazuha's double S, well, Vendi is S, maybe at least an A. Vendi is still really good. And even against bosses you can utilize him. But if the boss, for instance, moves around, or you have things like big dinosaurs or whatever, big ruined stuff, well, that's a bit of a pity. But other than that, even there, I mean, you can place your big wind suction ult somewhere, walk to there, and hopefully the enemies will follow you. So yeah, he's still super great. Now, that's that. Let's, for instance, look at Cyano. So, skip a lot of stuff.
Thank you all so much for your continued support.
在追求知识的学程，一路时还会获得额外奖励。
Bonus rewards, whatever, I don't care, because this is not about the live stream, this is about capabilities of the characters.
那么，在给大家稍稍介绍了一下两位新朋友之后，接下来要介绍的这位舞娘尼禄，
what?
想必大家都已经不陌生了。
尼禄在花神诞日上，原神项目组的战斗设计师杨神，今天也应邀来到了节目现场。
村里的人
No, that's
都
Candace.
十分的友善，是一位。
Come.
当赛诺看到别人。
So, now we talk about Cyano. Is he really great or not? Actually, I don't know. Seems to be that he might be really great as an electro hyper carry, but yeah, we'll have to see how much of your time he will hog in teams.
如果大家想要邀请他来一局对战，只要不是在工作时间，赛诺是随时随地乐意奉陪的。虽然在生活里，赛诺有着许多与外表不符、有意思的爱好，但是作为教练院维护规则、审判罪恶的大风机关，赛诺拥有着坚定的个人信念，严格的履行着工作职责，同时又对学者们和知识都保持着警惕的态度，甚至会刻意的去远离知识。哦。
教练院的大部分人对知识不都是很尊重、很
Yeah, I don't care. I just want to see his moveset again. His normal attacks will be just like that. Oh yeah, then he has his elemental burst. Look at that, that actually looks like he is a kind of electro main DPS, or maybe even electro oh! Oh, nice. So, I think he's going to be a hyper carry. And if he's really good, yeah, you might want to really pull for him, because even, yeah, how good will he be with certain reactions? I don't know. Maybe he is really good and great with Dendro reactions. But I'm not going to say whether he's going to be good or not. I'm going to say, wait a minute, but wait for instance 1 to 2 weeks and then you'll find out what our theory crafters and other YouTube folks will tell us. Yeah, we're not going to talk about Neelu yet. But yeah, going back to our dear friend here. That's not a good picture. Yeah, no, he's good at fighting. Yeah, whatever, because I think that either he's going to be a bit mediocre, maybe just good, but if they do it well, maybe Cyano is going to be a really great hyper carry, maybe a bit like Xiao or Ito, but yeah, I heard that from some other Genshin YouTube creators. I don't know who. I think it was Erotic Volvers who said that, but I could be mistaken. It could also be Zajeff who said that. I don't know. Thing is that I didn't come up with that idea, but yeah, if he is an Electro hyper carry, yeah, most likely he will be a bit like Xiao and Ito, because those are hyper carries in their own element. So yeah, is he good to pull for? We look at the difference here. It depends again. Depends on your account. If you already have a Venti, yeah, come on. It's good to skip Venti and go for Cyano. If you don't have either, it depends on what you want for your account. Because we've entered a phase where you can direct the direction your account goes in. Do you want some animal suction? Do you want your hyper carry? It depends on what you like to play. If you like quick swap like me, yeah, Cyano is a bit of not that great character to pull for. But if you do like to use one character and just keep on pounding and pounding and pounding, well, maybe you can pair him up, for instance, with Shinchu. And maybe Candace also works quite well with him, but with Shinchu, Cyano, he will work quite well. But he will hog a lot of time on the field with his elemental burst and his elemental skill and all the passives, etc. as a hyper carry, most likely. So yeah, and that's that. Now we go to the next one, Honolulu. Yeah. This character. Thing is that Neelu will have certain capabilities that will be enhanced when you have Denver characters in your team and have Denver reactions. So she's a bit of a more dedicated Denver reaction character that uses Hydro. This is a bit of well, this can be a bit of a problem if you don't really have your Denver characters built yet, like me. Please and one Hydro character in your party.
将会为附近所有角色
Yeah, so she's going to be a bit, she's going to have some extra capabilities if you have
触发绽放反应时，
Hydra and Denver characters in your team. So yeah, that might be a quite...
除此之外，尼禄在
I don't know what to say about this. I think she's going to be
尼禄的战斗方式
hopefully really good, but niche. She is going to be niche,
对了，
hopefully
大家
good enough.
这个
Yeah. I do not know how I would value her. I think she is one of those characters that you pull when you think, yeah, you know what? I want to experiment around with Hydro and Denver. Or if you don't care about that, you only want her because she's a nice looking waifu. And you want her as a fine addition to your collection. And that's it, yeah. Can I recommend Neelu? If you have an early account and you don't have much build, I think Neelu is quite skippable. Just like Albedo is. Depends, if you already have a lot of Dendro and Hydro characters and you think, yeah, I would like to try Neelu, yeah, I would say go for her. If you have a Geo team or any team that would benefit from using Albedo, go for Albedo. Or if you like him as a husbando. But I think the big hitters in the sense of improving someone's account are in the first half, if I'm not mistaken.
传说任务也将在新版本中开启，不
We
要错过哦。
好了，我们已经认识了这么多新朋友，但其实我也很关心啊，他们什么时候才能？
也将在新版本中开启，不要错过哦。
好了，我们已经认识了这么多新朋友，那其实我也很关心啊。
都将迎来概率。
So, in the first half, the phase 1, the first 2.5 weeks, I think this is going to be the stronger character banner. Also, there's a new 4-star Kanda, so if you want more new characters, and you have and you don't have Cyano, well, of course, we all don't have Cyano. We all don't have Kanda, so yeah, this is actually currently looking like these are quite value banners that are going to be there. There will be 2 other 4-stars that will be accompanying Cyano and Vendi. But yeah, I don't know who those will be. We will have to see. So yeah, these will be really great, of really great value for those who don't have any of these, or maybe miss one of them. I mean, if you don't have a Venti, you might consider him over Cyano, but yeah, it depends on your taste. So this is a better power character banner, both of them. And I think this character banner is actually the one where you say, yeah, you know what, I already have a lot of nice, interesting characters. I have a lot of, how should I say, basic but strong supports, like Bennett, Shinshu, maybe Sucrose, maybe Kazuha, maybe you've gotten yourself a Kuromi, or maybe a Chongli, and you just think, yeah, or maybe you have a Tignari, and you have raised your Tignari and Collei, and you may want a Neelu, or maybe an Albedo, to just tweak one of those teams that you use to a better state. And this banner is actually a bit more interesting for you, but myself, I think I'll skip this phase too, because yeah, Neelu doesn't really bring much Yeah, she looks pretty and cute, but come on, Albedo also looks pretty cute and very sus. So yeah, that's what I think. And in any case, if you really want to have a good addition to your account, you might just want to skip all of these characters and just go for Nahida, who will most likely come out in 3.2, maybe in 3.3. We will see, we will find out. Yeah. I think if you really want to pick any characters up, well, go for Venti or Cyano in order to improve your account. If you don't have Venti, there's a good chance that going for Venti is better than going for Cyano. Venti is still relevant in these days, and there are a lot of there are a lot of Genshin YouTubers who will tell you, yeah, Venti fell off, and in some ways he's not as strong as before because of all those new enemy types that have come into Genshin Impact and that have diminished his value, which have indirectly nerfed him, but, and this is a big but, he's still really strong against all kinds of enemies. I mean, I'm glad I have Venti, because together with Kazuha, I'm able to really wreak havoc in floor 12, chamber 2, chambers 2 and chambers 2 and 3. And yeah, I would say if you really want to have a really strong character that has stood the test of time. Oh, come on. Yeah, go for Venti. Cyano is also good, I think, but you will have to wait until, well, until the testing is done and, well, the big YouTubers will tell you, hey, you know what, Cyano is actually is so OP and powerful. Or that someone tells you that this changes everything. But no, it won't. It will. We will have a new character. It will be quite nice, interesting, and if you really want him, yeah, just go for him. I think that's all. I have no more advice to give you, other than, well, maybe give my video a like, maybe subscribe to my account. It's free. You might want to use the bell for some notifications. I don't know how that works. But yeah. Anywho, see you later and bye.